Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it. You already know. Like a torta with some bad habits. Bye up, bye up. This is a sad one. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that I stay kicking. And I appreciate the support, man. This one will humble you. Definitely, man. Ahmed on the Tira Belloso has definitely left the chat and he's now hospitalized, man. You know, this morning he went to the hospital. A lot of people have reached out to me and they're like, hey, did you hear Ahmed is in the hospital? He is. Now, let me clear some things up, some specifics to be Pacific, right? He did go to the hospital this morning. He was checked in with fatigue and other issues. We do know that he has an ongoing battle with cancer. So, you know, frequent hospital visits are normal for him. You know, this is a situation where I believe this man works so hard that he sometimes tends to overwork himself. And when you're fighting a disease like cancer, man, the last thing you want to do is overexert yourself, overwork yourself, you know, go too hard in the paint. But someone, the mindset of Ahmed, someone who's good with this higher power, who has already came to the decision, man, that he's going to go hard with what time he has. And he's going to fight the good fight. And he's going to fight the fight for baby Emmanuel. And he's going to fight all the different battles that he's going through, man. I commend him and I respect it. But everyone is human, and humans, the soul might go, but the body breaks, right? And so he is hospitalized. You know, I believe he's going to be all right. He's in stable condition. It's more so about fatigue and the complications to the disease he's going through. So our prayers are with Ahmed right here on this channel, man. And he will be back on the Tira and in the chat, right? That's most definitely, you know, this guy, he's an enlightening person. He's a person, he's very inspirational, man. When he talks, I listen. You know, I know sometimes people tend to judge him based on the character that he displays on camera. But, man, when you're fighting a life-changing disease, right, something like cancer that could just take your life that easily, you know, he brings a smile to my face because I know what he's doing and why he's doing it. And when I see him sacrificing his own health, his own safety, his own security, everything that he has, you know, to go out there and to bring some clarity or invoke emotion or bring some finality to, you know, the whole baby Emmanuel case, man, and some justice. I respect them. You know, I respect the man that does that. I don't make fun of the situation he's in. I don't implore the people to make fun of the situation is because it's real life, man. You have this guy that every day is out there doing what little he can to participate in the program, to, like I said, to enlighten people about baby Emmanuel's plight, to, you know, bring you the in-depth, real interviews and what's going on as far as Snake and fucking Richueca Haro, right? He's bringing and he's putting his life on the line, and that man is exceptional. That's an angel. That's why I said he's baby Emmanuel's angel. I might be one of the spokespersons, but he's definitely way above and beyond that, and I got to respect it. So my prayers are with him. I lit a candle. I said a prayer. Let's all pray for Ahmed. You know, he's in the hospital, and you know, something can be, you could be there, man, just for a physical, or you could be there just to check up on an irregularity, you know, going on with yourself, especially when you're sick. You know your body better than anyone else. But, you know, this man has already went through fatigue to the point where he passed out, you know, while filming out there at Jake Haro's house, the home, you know, of baby Emmanuel. You know, we've seen situations where people are downplaying him, saying that he's utilizing his cancer situation as a play to make money or sympathy or to invoke emotion for his benefit. I don't never see that. I see a man that is dealing with different emotions, a man that is dealing with the fact that he has a cancer, which is a deadly situation, and he's trying to make the best of it. And imagine, you know, going through what he's going through, feeling what he's feeling. You know, if you've never been through that type of disease, you'll never experience it. I haven't, thank God, right? I say that now, you never know what happens later. But this is a man that truly puts a lot of people ahead of himself, in front of himself. You know, isn't in it for the clout, isn't in it for the recognition or the monetary value in it. He's in it truly, man, to help, not to hurt. So when people say that he hurts by tainting evidence or he hurts by involving himself in conversations, hey, at least he has the fucking voice and the wherewithal and the heart to do that. There's a lot of people that got a lot to say, but they keep their fucking mouth closed because they're scared of the repercussions for their actions. This man knows, man, he has a certain amount of time left and he's going to do what he has to do like a savage, right? To make shit happen while he can. I respect the shit out of that. So he was checked into the hospital, and there's a lot of people concerned with it. They asked me, hey, have you heard? And yes, I have heard. And I wasn't really going to do a video on it, but I decided, you know what, for the betterment of him and everyone out there, that I should touch upon this situation, because we talk about baby Emmanuel. It's a very sad situation what Mijo's going through, right? Or what he went through. And then we talk about his parents, these animals, right? And they get more light shed on them than people that are really out there trying to make a difference, people that are trying to help the children, people that are being the voice for the voiceless, right? And if on the Tira can't do it today, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You have entered the chat. I got you. I mean, I like that about the man. He's comical, he's funny, but he's real. And I respect that about him, you know? So like I said, I pray for him. I hope he gets better in the hospital that he's in. Again, I don't know the exact details of what the complications were to make him go to the hospital, but you would think with cancer and the situation he's in that you have frequent visits to the hospital. You know, I remember when my tia was going through it and my prima's fucking mom was going through it as well, which I guess she's distant family, so she's like my tia. She was having weekly visits. You know, she was in stage 4. She was doing chemotherapy, and you know, chemo takes a toll on your body. It does a lot to you. It does a lot to your weight, a lot to your appearance, a lot to your equilibrium, your mindset, just your drive, right? And someone who's as hard driven as Ahmed, you know, someone who you see out there pounding that pavement, boots on the ground, in the mix, in the hot sun, in the desert. It's like, man, that's very commendable. Like, you got to respect that. At some point, you got to ask yourself, damn, if he could do it and I can't even get my lazy ass off the couch to change the TV when the remote breaks, what the hell's going on here, right? We're talking about a man that's going above and beyond for a baby. He doesn't have to. He doesn't even need to. And at some point, when you got law enforcement going against him, TNZ going against him, all the haters going against him, his sponsors falling off, like all these different things that he's going through is definitely can make you sick to your stomach without the disease that he's fighting. So my ultimate respects go out to him. I will keep you guys updated on what's going on. All I know for sure is that this morning he checked in to a local hospital. He was admitted. Of course, they're going to admit him. He's a cancer patient, and something just wasn't right. Now, this man is on the brink of whatever, either a breakthrough in his health, you know, or a downfall in his health. Either way, man, we need to keep him in our prayers because he's someone that we need on social media to keep us posted, you know, with this whole baby Emmanuel situation. But even more so than that, we need him as a person because he's good people. He's good gente. He's good raza. You know what I mean? Not only does he touch upon this situation, but he sheds a light on a lot of different situations. And he brings smiles to people's faces like mine, right? I have family members that were asking me about him. You know this Vato? I don't know him personally, man. I know of him. I respect him. I respect his family and what he's going through. But I never forget the people that break open cases and the people that actually put in the work, man, so that way that we're in the position that we're in now. No matter what anyone says, man, Ahmed Bayoso is definitely going to go down in the history books for breaking this case wide open and assisting to some point law enforcement in, you know, steering them the right way. Because we all know, man, before he was doing what he did, and this kind of fell into his lap. You know, I told the homie, I was like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Hey, he happens to be from that area. He's from that area. So it kind of like fell into his lap and he pressed go on it, man. And I'm glad he did because he definitely gained my attention towards the baby Emmanuel situation. Because when I first seen it, it was something way out there in Yucaipa. It was a missing child and my heart went out for that. But I was like, man, I'm surprised this even made the news, right? There's so many missing children, so many situations that doesn't make the news. And then when I seen Ahmed popping up on TikTok and Instagram and these different platforms that he performs on, and he was doing his thing and he was pressing, he caught my attention. I got involved in the situation. And now here we stand, right? I'm right here in front of you and he's in the hospital. So he definitely is a man of inspiration who invoked inspiration to me because he's the reason why I got involved in this case in the first place. And I continue on my platform to shed light and to fight for justice for Promise and Emmanuel. And of course, their sister, right? Their brother, all the other kids that were directly involved with Jake and Rechueca Haro, right? Now, one thing I'll say to Ahmed personally, man, is hola, right? And in a good way, homie. I hope that you're able to respond back and come back even stronger than you are. But this is we need to be sympathetic to this man. People are hating on him, dragging his name through the mud, disrespecting him. This is a sick man. This is a man going through complications. I know people are saying to themselves, if he's that sick, if he's that fucked up, why doesn't he just sit his ass at home and step back? Because sometimes things like this are better for you. Sometimes, man, they take your mind off what you're going through at home and what you're going through, period, right? So I definitely respect the fact that he does every day challenge his body, challenge himself, challenge his mind to go out there and make a difference. If even if it's just a little bit of a difference, it's a difference. It definitely was a difference to me because it caught my attention. And so when I seen he was in the hospital, man, I kind of sat in my day. It kind of rained on my parade because the last thing I want to see is that Vato sick or hurt or going through what he's going through after on top of what he's already going through. He's going through chemotherapy, and that right there, like I said, takes a toll on your mind and body, man. And so for the people that are haters, how about a big fuck you for you? We'll catch you on Fuck You Fridays tomorrow, right? But as far as Ahmed, man, I hope you get well, brother. I hope the Lord is with you. My prayers are with you. A lot of people care about you and they want to see you do better, man. And we need you, man, because only you and only you, bro, I'm counting on to bring baby Emmanuel home. There's a lot of law enforcement, a lot of detectives, a lot of fucking bail bondsmen, a lot of these different people that are involved with this case and the situation, from the judge to the DA to on down, right? That are worried about the law, man. I love the way Ahmed presses the foot on the gas and oversteps the boundary and the lines to fucking bring us the information we need so that way Emmanuel and Promise get the justice that they deserve. A man putting his own life on the line, his own health at risk for children, man, is much different. Like I said, he's more of a father to baby Emmanuel, right? Or a Theo or whatever you want to call it than Jake ever was. Because Jake is sitting down in the county jail, him and his fat, fucking, stinky, dumb, idiotic wife, and Jake is smellier than her. And they're sitting down and they know exactly what happened that day. They know what happened to their son. They know what happened to this baby, right? They know what happened to Emmanuel. And instead of telling us what happened, no, they sit there with their teeth on muzzle on lock, man, and eat our fucking state food and just relax. Meanwhile, people like Ahmed, myself, and I have my own health condition, man, and I don't want to dwell on the diabetes that I have, man, because everything is on me. What I do, what I put into my body, I already know. God's got bigger plans and better plans for me. As far as Ahmed, he's also going through his health problems and his health situations, but he always puts that on the back burner, man, for Emmanuel, and I respect it. So yes, he is in the hospital. He's hospitalized due to fatigue and, other situations and complications with his cancer. But let's definitely say a prayer. Let's definitely, put it out there, man, and wish it into existence. Put out the good energy and don't be sad for it, but be happy because know that he's coming back. He's going to come back harder, and Novato's not going to stop. Best believe it, right? But it is unfortunate that as we sit here having this conversation on this video, man, this man is in the hospital. Let's send him our best wishes. Let's send our respects to his family, and let's give him the privacy that he deserves so that way he can get well, get better, and get back on the case with us because we definitely need him. He's a voice. He's a voice. He's like the voice in the wilderness, man. You know what I'm saying? He's comparable to an angel, like I said. This little boy at this point, baby Emmanuel, would not even be recognized or known nationally, right? If it wasn't for him. And that's a fucking fact. You can cut it, slice it, dice it, flip it, and reverse it any way you want. But I think we all know at this point in time, man, without Ahmed, none of this would have been possible. So it hurts my heart to know he's in the hospital, but it also makes my heart flutter to know that he's actually getting the attention that he needs and the rest he needs so that way he can come back whole and stronger. Sometimes you need to take a step back. Especially we're talking about a man with cancer here in the 115-degree weather. Man, if you don't keep your ass at home for a day or two, bro, and get your relaxation on, we got you, homie. We're going to hold you down, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that he's getting the care that he needs and that he went to the hospital for the complications because that could be the difference from life and death. A lot of people ignore symptoms. A lot of people ignore for other things, man. But at least he's smart enough to put himself first in certain situations because without him, there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? We can continue the narrative. We can continue the fight for these children, but he's definitely a piece of the puzzle, a very big piece of the puzzle that we all need. So again, man, Ahmed Belloso on the Tira was checked in to the hospital. He is hospitalized as we speak. Hopefully he gets out sometime during the day, or I don't know if they're going to keep him overnight. I guess he'll keep us posted, or his family will put out something to keep everybody posted on social media. I just want to send my respects. You know what I'm saying? All the love, man, and the flowers and all that to Ahmed, man. We appreciate you. With that being said, just a quick one, man. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. And that's the betterment of all people. Again, I want you guys to understand that this video right here is sponsored by Vario Liquors out of Turlock, California. If you're in the Central Valley, the 209 area, go tap in to Vario Liquors. Tell them Gunner and Dub sent you, man. And you'll definitely meet a real one, man. Thank you.